Hey guys, what is up? Inazilla back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about potential movesets for the Pokemon known as Obstagoon. It is a weird Pokemon with a weird stat spread. That attack at base 90 doesn't look that usable, but that defense and that hit points and that special defense, it makes it a very potentially bulky Pokemon. Special attack is trash, so never use that. The speed is also kind of awkward, but Obstagoon can be a pretty good wall breaker, and it's also pretty good at fighting Pokemon like Toxapex, and you'll see why later. But I've got 6 movesets here, and I can show them all to you. They all basically do kind of the same thing, but first off, we're leading off with a bulk up Obstagoon with Guts and Flame Orb. Now what Guts does is it boosts your attack by, I believe, 50%. Yeah, when you are status with status, so paralysis, burn, toxic. You don't want Toxic Orb because that will do more damage to you in the long run. Flame Orb is by far the better item here. And what we do here is we go for the bulk up. Say you have Obstagoon out against something that's weak to dark, and they carry fighting moves a lot, so people might be expecting you to go for a close combat on them, so you could have a T-Tar on the other side, they switch out. What you do in that situation is you go for bulk up, and then by the time your bulk up is done, your turn is over, your Flame Orb procs, your Facade is effectively a double power, so base 140 Facade with +1 attack, and Guts, you're hitting like a freaking truck. Knock off for some dark type stab, remove some items and stuff. You could also go for Throat Chop here. It gets Throat Chop and Night Slash if you want to go for the high crit ratio. Throat Chop is nice because it removes the effect of sound moves, so Hyper Voice and stuff. So that could remove Sylveon from being a potential problem for you, but Sylveon's not that common. And last off, you can go for close combat. I believe it gets Drain Punch too, or Brick. It does get Brick Break, which is nice. Cross Chop, I would never go for Cross Chop. Anyways, so yeah, that's the first move set. Second one is basically the same thing, but first turn you go for Obstruct, and what that does is basically like doesn't work exactly like Protect. It's more like King's Shield. Whereas King's Shield, it knocks the attacker's attack stage down by 1. Obstruct knocks the defense stage down by 2. But it won't work against stuff like Leech Seed, status moves, Thunder Wave. So yeah, you go for Obstruct when you're expecting someone to attack you. You proc your Flame Orb, go for Facade, knock off, close combat, almost the same thing. I'd rather go for the bulk up set, but yeah, that's an option. Next up, we got Defiant Obstagoon. I believe that is its hidden ability. Yeah, hidden ability. So it'll be a lot harder to get. You'll have to get it from a max raid. So yeah, we got Choice Band Defiant. And what Defiant does is it raises your attack by 2 stages when your other stage is lowered by your opponent. So say someone got Max Worm on you or something. It's probably going to do a lot of damage. But say Intimidate. Intimidate's a much more likely scenario here. So they intimidate you, you double edge them, and you pretty much have +1 attack because Intimidate -1, Defiant +2, and you hit them like a truck. I'm going for Defiant with double edge here because why not? Your Facade isn't very good when you're not burned, so yeah, you can be hurting yourself, but it's okay. Going for Knock Off, Ice Punch, and Gunk Shot for coverage. Gunk Shot's got crap accuracy, but you don't really have a lot of options here for coverage. You go for Seed Bomb, I guess, if you're afraid of like Gastrodons and stuff. Next up, we got Flame Orb, Guts, Trick, Obstruct, Knock Off, and Parting Shot. This is more of a utility set, but still the same kind of EV spread. I don't know why I have a lot of attack there. I'd rather go like that. But yeah, basically, you go for you trick the Flame Orb onto something. You could Obstruct first, actually, get that Flame Orb off on you, then Trick the Flame Orb, because no one expects Trick on an Obstagoon. Then you can Parting Shot, Knock Off, do some damage. Yeah, it's a decent Obstagoon. It can, like, the name of the move is called Obstruct. You can obstruct your opponent with this move set. No one's expecting it, so it might be pretty good. Next up, we got Choppleberry Obstagoon, and basically, I don't think this is a very good moveset, honestly. The other ones are all better, but Obstagoon's kind of limited for its creativity. You got Hone Claws, Submission, Double Edge, and Knockoff with Reckless. Now what Reckless does, it gives 20% power to moves with recoil, except Struggle. So Double Edge and Submission will be doing more damage. Yeah, Choppleberry, so you don't get instantly killed by Max Knuckle and Drain Punch and stuff. So you can Hone Claws in their face, get an attack boost. It'll make Submission 100% accurate. You could also go for Bulk Up, but then Submission won't be as powerful. You can go Close Combat in that case. Double Edge and Knockoff. So yeah, there's that Obstagoon. Now, here's a very interesting one. You could run Taunt, Substitute, Throat Chop, and Thunder Wave with Defiant. I would not run Guts with a defensive-orientated Obstagoon because, well, this one, because you can be going for Substitute. You don't want to take more damage than necessary, so Substitute with Leftovers is preferred here. But basically, with this one, you lead with it when you're expecting your opponent to play a very defensive-orientated strategy. So like a Yawn Umbreon or a Hippowdon or Toxapex or stuff like that, Ferrothorn. You taunt them, you substitute, you throat chop away until they switch out, or you thunder wave them or whatever. You eventually knock them out or force them to use a whole bunch of recovery moves and waste all their PP on those. And underwave stuff. It's a pretty cool moveset. I made another video showcasing all these Obstagoons in the same team. I was having problems with this Obstagoon not running any speed against Smeargles, but thankfully Smeargle is not in Pokemon Sword and Shield, so that's not much of an issue. Unless it gets released in the future with the DLC, which I hope it doesn't, because then Doubles isn't going to be very fun anymore. No Smeargle, please. So yeah, basically, this set. It's pretty fun. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for listening. If you like what you watch and see, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.